Oh my God. My name is Emilio Sosa. I am. Do I have to tell you how old I am? I am over 50 years old and I am a costume designer. I was born in the Dominican Republic and my family migrated to New York in 1969. I was 3 years old at the time. Growing up in the Bronx at the time where I grew up, there was a lot of crime, a lot of arson. So I grew up around a lot of like destruction and poverty, but also there was a lot of hope. I never felt that my brothers and I lacked anything. So I have a deep connection to the Bronx. As a visual artist, it's where I developed my style. It's where I first enjoyed music. It was where I first saw art. It's where I first learned about color. All of my roots are really in the Bronx. I didn't plan to be a costume designer for Broadway or, glittery shows, but by sheer kismet, I think it's the universe, I found myself working at a costume shop while I was a sophomore at Pratt Institute, and that was it. Theater has always been my thing. Maybe it's just because of the historical aspect of it. It's working with the Rockettes. That's something that I'm very proud of. They understand the process of creating things. Also, when you're working with those kind of numbers, there's 80 Rockettes, and each dress had 3,000 stones on them. So multiply 80 by 3,000, and it's all hand put on the garment. So it's a big operation. One of the first lessons I learned at Radio City was you can change one, you can't change 80. When you have that prototype, just make sure that you look at everything. Because once it's in the production, you can't go back and say, oh, I wanted to change the color of that ribbon there. It's too late. There's no way you can change it. But I like those kind of numbers. It's not just about, for me, the experience you get at the end, but all the logistic aspect that it takes to get to the end. As an immigrant, we don't come from a space of going to theaters. So when I realized that I was an artist, there was a lot of forces that always tell you, don't do that. How you going to make money? How you going to, you know the drill. The fact that I stood steadfast, I'm very proud of. Because I've heard a million no's, you can't do that. You're a young black man from the Bronx. What do you know about opera and ballet? That's not a world that's open to you. But I knew I wanted to work in that arena, and I would not take no for an answer. Theater is all I've done, but it's where I'm happiest. I like telling stories, and that's what I think live theater and entertainment does. And whatever problems we have at home or at school, or you're not having a good day, hopefully when you come into the theater, you can just let that go and be transported somewhere else. And that for me is how I give back for the gift that I was given.